Welcome to the Spirit Guide Daily. These are daily messages that will contain information for my collective. We're in a collective, we all share energy. These are timeless messages that will cross your path when they're meant to. This is the Starman Tarot, bringing you 3 predictive cards. This is the Apparently So deck by Empress Lang. I interviewed her on my podcast. It's a very good deck, particularly if you're involved in any magic practices. It's invaluable. And then this is, I believe, the Soul's Destiny Oracle card, but I no longer have the box on it and I kind of don't remember. One of the things that I had been receiving in comment sections was that this was a really good way to learn tarot. You do require a base knowledge of it, and you do need to be interested in reading cards in reverse, because I do read cards in reverse, but it should help you start to define things. King of Cups in the upright, Ace of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Wands in reverse. That is a lot of stuff going on at once. I like the energy of the King of Cups. Now, often, like, this can indicate a water sign. Since I'm not that much of an astrological reader, it rarely applies. It's usually about emotional qualities. But this can be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But it is this wonderful kind of caretaking, protective, loving energy. It is one of the cards that can stand in for the divine. The Ace of Swords in reverse is like cutting off ties with somebody. And the Ace of Wands in reverse can be frustration or anger, but it can also be not doing anything. Like, there is a situation that is going to rise up in your life where the less said, the better, is what this energy says. Sometimes the easiest way to triumph is to not participate. And it's kind of like you almost want to be guided by your better angels type of thing. There's a drama that somebody's trying to draw you into in your life, and you're relying on the lessons that you've learned about enmeshment and having good boundaries to kind of keep you from taking responsibility for somebody else's stuff. Because this is like somebody who may in fact be trying to embroil you in their own stuff, and the easiest path is like not getting on the road in the first place. Now, the Ace of Swords in reverse, for some people, this is going to be about a divorce negotiation. These particular cards are saying, yeah, it'll work out over the course of time. You may be involved with somebody who's still taking their feelings out on you, and don't directly engage. This is another do not directly engage energy. With patience, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Sometimes our frustration is tested, our ability to endure is tested, not because our spirit guides love watching us squirm, but because it will help you going forward in all aspects of your life. Because here's what happens to impatient people. They are very, 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 very prone to anxiety. Because impatience is usually like, let's get this over with. I have to get to the next thing. I have to get to the next thing. You don't have to get to the next thing. We have such a false sense of urgency around getting things done immediately that sometimes it tweaks out our own anxiety as well. So that's another call to remember, that if something is poking at your patience, if you feel yourself feeling frustrated or like, when's this going to be over? You have to take command of it within your own mind and talk to yourself appropriately. I'm choosing peace. I'm choosing patience. Nobody's dying on a table here. That is one of the things to remember, is having good perspective about a proportionate response is one of the most healing things that you can do. And when you heal your patience, guess what? You start healing every relationship you have in your life. Because you're unlikely to say things you don't mean out of a sense of emotional turmoil. You're unlikely to act in haste. You're unlikely to make decisions that you later regret if you don't have a false sense of urgency around making the decision. This is the Empress status card. You'll be living in the high cotton. This is somebody who is having a great deal of success in their emotional regulation as well. It's been fun reading. It's like everybody graduated at once or something. That if you've been with me for a little while, you've learned as many lessons as you need to, and you just have to have a maintenance program in pace. If you act in that way of stopping and thinking before you speak, that is one of the things that I have to, as I am always sharing here, and I make myself sound like such a hothead, and it's laughable for anybody who knows me, because I'm really not. I'm just a very intense person. But if you get me angry, oh my gosh, the flames inside of my head will practically burn down the eastern seaboard. I have to always be on top of understanding that if you have big emotions in other areas, You can pay with it with your negative ones, meaning if you get really happy, it means you might also get really, really angry. Now, people who get really happy are great to have around because they feed other people's energy, but you have to be aware of the ways in which you pay for your greatest attributes with the corresponding opposite energy. And once you understand that, once you've learned the lesson, patience is peace, and patience is the best tool that there is for manifestation. This is an energy of choosing not to engage is going to be your best bet in a situation where somebody, it's like they want you to play mediator or something. And it's not your role. It's not your role, okay? Remember, because I deal with so many codependent people, because I am codependent, I'm the codependency queen, I really do believe that I've healed it in every way that could possibly count. But one of the things we have to deal with is the idea of enmeshment, not knowing where we begin and another person ends, and vice versa. Meaning that sometimes we have trouble with the, that's a you thing, not a me thing. And understanding that is, again, one of the keys to the kingdom that is peaceful, is understanding that it's like, I don't have an obligation to problem solve for other people just because I'm caring. Sometimes it actually benefits people to do their stuff themselves. And in fact, in codependent relationships, there can become this enmeshment issue where we do too much for another partner, or the other partner expects too much to be done for them. And that is it's like plowing a field and planting a crop for codependency. Make sure that you are capable of functioning as an independent person, and absolutely everything in your life will heal and improve. That was the Spirit Guide Daily for today. Hey, you want to book me for a private reading? There's a link to my website in the description box down below. That's the only way to book me. Don't forget, I have my new podcast, Logical Magic, Examining Esoterica, where I and often my friend Jacob are discussing very, very weighty healing topics, but then also things just for fun. Like I've got one coming up about how to increase your money manifestations. So I hope you enjoy that one. Take care. Be well.